they? And there's no reason why they can't carry on this momentum. Building. Up against them.
Prepare for battle.
Cool, just quickly, I mean, literally turn your mic like so it's basically facing back towards the... I'll pick you up fine. Should be better.
Here we go. Always on a fire, go and run again, put the board down again. The game so far today. Gambit have been doing that one.
Yep, they've been watching the casts, which of course they have. Probably Russian cast actually.
They actually haven't boards get on the fire side, but a little bit greedy. Spirit really wants out shield.
I love Vanscore and King R grouping up to invade the jungle here. Slightly more powerful than the IO and the gyrocopter. Sorry, yeah, the IO and the gyrocopter to start things off, and the Spirit Breaker, just a bit of a level 1 powerhouse. Combo up with a Wisp, and no one's going to want to fight these two.
Can't wait to see the tether with the axe upgrade. AoE bash. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
You know why? Because like it.
Oh. Well,
Well, I might be wrong.
the boy can dream.
The battle begins.
Meanwhile, Yamich is in really deep here. What's the plan?
I think he's waiting to see if one of the basically run up the start hitting hero early harass damage. You normally see it between the scouting out the lanes as well. Venom answer is draw range.
Yeah, they're smelling something fishy in the water. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Nongrada makes his way into this bottom lane as King R will make his way up to top to join up with Afterlife here.
I think they really wanted to get Venom answer against Tiny. Right next to Cocktail.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of not showing himself at all so far. They don't know where he is, and they might just grab the Venomance here. He eats the tree, shows himself. Hello, surprise! And Afterlife dropping very low. They're going to get this kill. There's your first blood on Silent.
Choose first blood. Thanks and have fun.
I feel like something we see all the time though. I'm really surprised teams don't wait for both to choke like higher in the lane. I feel like it shouldn't be by surprise.
Yeah, nice sneaky kill from Winstrike to start things off. And, you know, we said the momentum favored them coming into this, and, you know, that gank's only going to help with that. What about the psychological side of things right now? The King R takes a beating from Always Wanna Fly, just popping that Drunken Brawler and really trading well. That's why that spell's so good right now, and why this hero's picked so much. Meanwhile, towards mid lane, it's DK versus Iceberg, and we said, you know, Iceberg probably has a kill threat on Affo if he gets a couple of these raises off, but Affo definitely doesn't have a kill threat on Iceberg, so unless there's a rotation coming in, of course, but yeah.
And then it starts to get really at the moment already as 11. Not easy. Only gonna get.
Yeah, south up, go in hard and try and assert your dominance over Affo in this lane, but I mean, you know, decent start for FNJ, leading on, oh, actually no longer leading on CS, now losing on CS by 2, so never mind. as expected, shouldn't have doubted you. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Iocopter is getting busy on Nongrada here, that Rocket Barrage being super annoying. I mean, it's not doing a ridiculous amount of damage, but still enough to keep Nongrada zoned out of this lane. Currently sitting on 8 and 2 on the Gyro, and 7 on 4 on Nongrada to start things off. Not what you want. Meanwhile, the DK dropping a little bit low in this middle lane as Iceberg gets a couple of raises. That third raise still available to him if he wants to, but doesn't see the point, which is fair enough. You know, if you're not going to get the kill on the DK, then probably don't bother.
You want to save your mana so you have available as drive kill.
Yep. Some easy mass 120 from the Mango, though. He does actually pop the Mango now, so choosing to just grab some more CS, get those souls rocking up. Maybe sitting on 14.
Perfectly reasonable to get raised there to get the last frame. Right.
Is it a misplay for Winstrike to call the curry up to top?
Possibly, but at the same time, it's different. No, maybe they'd already called it.
Gambit tries to get the... Oh, he actually tosses him back to the creep, though, not to the Shadow Shaman, but he gets the shackles off all the same. Van Score, the IO getting low. A couple more hits from Non-Grinder will be required, but they find it. The Ether Shock. Yeah, King R, he's just so tanky, the Spirit Breaker. 897 health, 4 armor as well, 32 strength. I mean, the Space Cow, he's a beefy guy. Get many burgers from him.
Space Cow against the...
Just charges in here. This is very, very brave and will have resulted in him dying. Not quite sure what the plan was there.
I'm not sure about that.
Any ideas? No?
We'll pretend it didn't happen. Fine. Oh. Neither of them having a bottle at the moment. Don't really want to put priority on the group. Focus on the last bit. Afro Ninja also does double bracer now on the extra magic is that
Yeah, it makes it even harder for Iceberg to find this kill. Even if he does get the triple raises, he's going to need to get him pretty low beforehand. So just harassing him out of lane with those raises, getting some CS with it as well. But still pretty much the SS lane. And also, you know, Iceberg, we know he loves this hero. Shadow Fiend is one of his favorites. But there's actually a charge coming in on him now. There's pings coming out. But Iceberg, can he get away quick enough? No, stun up. But actually pops the illusion rune. King R nearly dying to this one. The tower shot will finish him off. Down goes King R. And somehow Silent gets credit for the kill with that.
Yeah, because Silent was trading the hits as well, but now I got the last hit. Yeah, he tried to flash just to get away from the drow, but...
Excuse me, can't mic my mic mute my mic through the cost anymore. Thanks. Again, a charge though, coming onto Iceberg in this middle lane. King R, well, he just wants to get a ward down and backs himself away quickly.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Get out, get the ward down. Keep Iceberg, eyes open.
Ooh, meanwhile, the Rue dropping low, but he did get the kill onto the Venomancer. Oh, Brew, yeah, the bash comes in. Not that it needed anyway. Winstrike, they lose their always want to fly in the top lane. And a bash out onto Drow as well. You know, just a friendly bash. Cheeky bash.
Venom's suffering quite a lot though in this. He has 15 CS at the moment. Drow's big.
Yeah, the Gale did not connect there. King R waiting in the trees and will actually charge forwards onto Silent here, just trying to buy his Venom some time to get away, but I think he may be going down for this one. Oh, he's got a TP out. It'll be absolutely fine. Goodbye, sir.
Drow's actually good. Kill threat, slow defense. Tighten them up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, although he does miss the ranged raise, and Yamich is going to be very awkward for him to actually go for this one now. Maybe after NJ turns the target, but no, he wants Iceberg here, so he's going to just get shackled up, and Vanscore can't connect with the kill. Yamich gives his life for the cause, holds on with the shackles, and says, get out of here, Iceberg. I'll take this one for the team. Oh, what a hero.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
When the West leave bot lane, they finally can't really do. Still
50 and 19 on Iceberg now, and then he comes in here onto Afro Ninja as well, but the quick stun to turn around. Meanwhile at top, down goes the Venomancer, but Silent could be in trouble as King R's chasing him down. He does need that back. He wants to find the kill. Never mind, he's got a charge actually. This should do it. No, he's not going to get it. Silent's going to live, and now he can just turn around and finish off this kill onto King R. Always want to fly, going for the blocks. They really want to give this one to Silent, and it will pay off. Down goes the Space Cow, and that is a lovely little kill for Winstrike up at top. A lovely couple of kills, actually, as Veno continues to have an awful time. 17 and 4 in this top lane.
top damage for Drow as well now that you respect that damage coming up from the Drow.
Meanwhile, Yamich gets in trouble. He's holding still the Gyrocopter, but in comes Iceberg, tossed into the fray, blows up to Hack, and now Van Score. This guy is so damn slow, but he does manage to get the tether over to the creep, salves himself up as well, and that's actually going to be him escaping. Nice little play there on the IO.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I am so worried about the meadow now. Oh, they silent there. Okay, good distraction. I'm not sure how that happened, I didn't believe it.
Yeah, they want him here. They're going to have the Dragon Tail. He's out of mana and always want to fly. Got no real way to escape from this one. So, well, one's up. Allows him to get the Drunken Brawler off. Is it enough to help him? No, it's not. The hit comes through from Afterlife, and that's going to be a nice comeback kill for him. Throw it over to Net Worth, and we will see the SF unsurprisingly on top, followed closely by the Drow. Meanwhile, at bottom, they're harassing Non-Grata a little bit. But yeah, in comes a Drow. Yamich is in as well with the Hex. Now the Shackles as well, and in comes Vanskor, tossed in by Non-Grata somehow. I don't even know how that happened, really.
Non-Grata just ran up to him and just tossed him back. I mean, that Wisp isn't a
okay.
hero.
Easy peasy.
Right, stop. Blink as well. It's so big on the tiny. We're not even
Radiant's
yet.
top tower is under
Rushing
attack.
it straight away. Stick blink. Easy peasy.
Stick blink. He gets it. That's an insane timing.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, true. But you know, blink toss could set up some good kills. Meanwhile, they've actually managed to get 2 runes on the side of Gambit, and there should be 2 runes also going to the side of Winstrike. Yep, Yamich picks up the one at bottom. And a cheeky little pause out from the Tiny.
Okay, so let's just talk about what's happened.
Let's.
So, Winstrike has done a really good job here. They told the Drow to just go farm the jungle and fly. Always on a flight, getting his level 6 for Brewmaster. Quite happy to just sit up here. Tap some XP. He gets that primal split online. They try and take fights around the map. Tiny having as well.
Yeah. And pretty easy for the Brew to get XP as well, because the Venomancer doesn't offer any kill threat by himself, I don't think. So the Brew, and if he does, he can always just Drunken Brawler away, which gives him the extra speed and the evasion to get out.
I also like in the spot lane as well that Non-Grata actually stole his blink after he bought. Doesn't want to give away in the lane that he has the gold for the blink.
Oh
so
wow!
3,000 gold now.
That's actually pretty next level. I didn't see that. Wow, that's very interesting.
He just doesn't want them to know he has blink before he uses it the first time. We've already seen today Non-Grata side shot will just burst down the morph straight away. That's something you want to do again. You want to tap guard with that.
Or maybe he's saving up for the bottle.
Yeah, maybe he's saving up for the bottle.
Who's the Brewmaster now?
Great, just 5 bottles.
No, it would not. Just distribute it out amongst your teams. New hero, the bottler.
Distribute it out between 5 different bottles, so it lasts like 5 seconds.
Anyway, let's move on. Iceberg.
Theorycraft.
Iceberg in the middle lane with this arcane rune as well, which is very, very scary on a hero like Shadow Fiend, and he's going to be looking for this. He's trying to block up his catapult, stop it taking damage from the tower. I don't think he needs to worry though, because he's got plenty of bottle charges. He can tank it up. So in comes a DK, wants to deny, and will get it. I'm very surprised Iceberg didn't stick around for that one, but I guess he was worried about the rotation. The ball's not showing on the map. Playing cautiously. How unusual. This is alien. Meanwhile, the charge comes in the bottom lane. The quick blink away from Non-Grata, and now the snake's coming down with the shackles as well. King R, he's bitten off more than he can chew, and down goes the Spirit Breaker. Winstrike fight back hard to that charge initiation.
He's dropped the servant walls down, so he's not scared to do anything with them. Fine.
A little bit disappointed that there's been no stacks for Winstrike for the Drow Ranger, because it really is the fastest way to get your Drow just to a ridiculous stage super quickly. Meanwhile, cooldown used on lane. Guess to slow down always want to fly, I think? I don't really know. Oh dear. Up on the top lane. Quick rotation in from Iceberg, and he just blows him up so fast with those razors. And the combination from Non-Grata as well with the Avatos.
So
Is he gonna go for this? Oh, the relocate coming in as well. They want Iceberg here, and they may well get him as Rock Barrage comes through. It's so much damage. Iceberg does get the ulti off in time, but it doesn't do a thing, and he's gonna go down. The Shadow Fiend taken care of with a nice relocate gank, the first one from Vanskor and Dahak. And oh, immediately though, Vanskor, there was a party waiting for him, and they tear him apart.
I'll pop the aura as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Thanks, Mark.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, Gambit a little bit
Radiant's
behind now.
middle
Winstrike with a
tower is
2k
under
gold
attack.
advantage. And I mean, looking at this net worth, it's looking kind of scary as the SF and the Drought, who really want to be playing him from in front. Peppering the DK with some damage as the Brewmaster pops a split and comes in from behind, throwing the Venom up into the air and then throwing the rock onto the DK. Now with the shackles as well, but Yamich, he's bitten off more than he can chew. He's going to go down. And now they're actually getting the ultimate onto Silent as well. This Drought's going to be in trouble. I don't think there's any way out for her trying to get a quick return kill, but there's no one even low. Down goes Silent. Always want to fly on the run. Gambit giving chase. They've got the Wisp Balls, which if they connect will slow down. Always want to fly. He's trying to make his way over to the shrine. It's not up, but Gambit still decided to call off the chase anyway. They're happy with what they got. They don't want to overextend.
So much better than I thought. Five is playing pretty well, and he's already.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top
You
tower
know, would have been able
is
to kill
under
the-
attack.
Power now instead.
Yep.
Radiant's
About what
bottom
is
tower
ahead.
is
Right.
under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Through the roof.
Yep, it really is. And
Radiant's bottom tower
I mean,
has
it's always much better to play the Iocopter combination from in front as well, because then you get the vision, you can get the wards down, you can see your enemy, and that's really important for the relocates. Yep, always want to fly. The bash again from King R. He doesn't have an ultimate, but apparently doesn't need it. Down comes a cooldown. Actually lands on Silent as well. The rocket does connect with always want to fly. Gonna catch him in the other cool, but in from behind. Iceberg coming with the big ultimate. They're taking down King R. Dahak doesn't have a whole load of health. Manskor also dropping really low as well, but Iceberg, he's dying. He needs to get the shrine though. It's healing him up. The Fairy Fire as well. Trying to go around. Iceberg, the man is fighting through it all. Finally will drop, but down goes Manskor, and the other two are going to drop as well. Winstrike, they'll take all 5 in a very vicious fight.
Overextended a little bit too far though. Can't really afford to jump on the Brewmaster there. He's so tanky. For how
Dire's
tanky he
middle
is, and how
tower
much damage
is
he
under
does.
attack.
You really don't want to be focusing him first.
No.
You want to be jumping those squishy targets.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I like how Iceberg was about to die at the end. We started moving towards Death Rector.
King R's also holding on to 4 observer wards, so Gambit about to carpet bomb the map with vision.
Brewmaster just left.
I'll take that.
Wow.
Are scanning.
What a bro. Meanwhile, relocate coming in. They want this rune really badly. Nongrata though just TPs himself away. I'm not sure if it was the rune they wanted or the kill, but they don't get either. Rune count.
Oh, it's 3.
It really should come up rather than just saying who got which rune. It should really come up with like a little tally. A what?
They see that charge.
I don't seem to think so. They're just jumping in. Yeah, the DK, he's taking a lot of damage from this. Will stun up the tiny bit. Doesn't matter. The right clicks coming through from the Brewlings and from Iceberg. Finish off FNJ in the mid lane. Oh, they found the +1 as well. Spirit Breaker thrown up into the air, but he can't cancel it, but still leaving him thrown up. And Nongrata with the blink, wheel toss, and avalanche. And now, well, actually, the Brew Stomp is a little bit off the mark. King R turns around, but Nongrata just punches him in the face. And now Yamich, eyes are open as they go for the Venomancer as well. Afterlife, he uses the shrine. It might not be enough to keep him alive, as always want to fly, chasing hard. The Venomancer actually living through it all. Meanwhile, the Gyrocopter and the Io coming on the backline, trying to deal with Nongrata. Silent is actually taken out by the rotation from Gambit here. A messy fight indeed. Always want to fly, still staying alive, but he's out of teammates right now. The Shadow Fiend is gone. Everybody has left him, and Always want to fly will die alone at the hands of Gambit.
Yeah, Silence died. Silent died, sorry. SFT kicked out. No, Iceberg's not so
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Did you see Yamich? TP's like a second before the Spirit Breaker hits him.
Yeah, I think that's a decent fight though. Like, he forced the biote from the DK, pops the ult form. The way you want to use this is to take
a millennial, I'd say wicked sick.
That was unexpected. A quick pick off from Non-Grata though, just brings him from 100 to 0 in no time at all. The new toss course doing 3 times the damage. It makes it very easy to pick off those support heroes.
He actually has Tiny as well. He is
Wow.
really looking for play them out super aggressive. If his effort is SF and like shadow bait and find somebody, the jungle or whatnot, you know, he can creep wave nearby, blow them up.
Certainly can. Meanwhile, always want to fly on the brew with his double braces and tranquils. This is enough to make him a super tank. We've seen him in these fights, living through everything. I mean, you know, he's got so much strength. His hero is super tanked.
Smoked under a whiz.
Yep, they did see that one with this little bad boy here. Winstrike.
Arcane route as well.
Yeah, well, they are actually still going for the aggressive rotation. They want to use this arcane rune, but the Shadowblade is going to run out from Iceberg. He's playing by the tree lines, being very cautious of his movements here, but of course, Gambit, they saw the smoke, so they are well and truly out of this area. They don't want anything to do with this. They don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, it's a big TP point. Very easy for Gambit's coming on both sides of that fight with the Shrine and the tower.
I'm trying so hard to get a kill here. Trying like roach. They smoke up and try half them up. Steven's doing so well today.
King are actually charging onto Iceberg here, popping that bulldoze now with the relocate as well. They're going hard onto Iceberg. The hack leads the charge. Yamich going to throw down the snakes. Iceberg dropping low, but the cooldown doing too much damage. Down goes Iceberg, down goes Yamich, and Gambit take a very successful win. Winstrike heroes are coming in, but Gambit and Dahak will back themselves away. King R, however, will not be so successful. Yeah, there you go. There's the avalanche coming through from Non-Grata and the toss as well to finish off the Spirit Breaker.
You've got to be careful there, though, Sean. Yeah, getting trapped with SS.
Yeah, it didn't matter all the same, but hey, it's a ring of protection.
Careful how you force stuff.
No, it's great. If you're in a pub game and you're playing Shadow Chamber, always pop on your teammates. They'll love you for it because you're like protecting them with snakes.
No, you know what the
Very
best
nice.
is?
What's that?
Put it around yourself and you stand in the middle and farm each.
I've seen, I saw someone do that in a very first game of 7.2 I played actually. We had a Shadow Shaman who insisted that putting it on himself in the middle of the team fights would make him like immortal. Didn't work. If only. If only.
Deco safe for now as well for his first potential.
I must say though, this charge relocate combo from Gambit is really kind of keeping them in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, their lineup's all about getting pick off the Spirit Breaker in the West. Found the Veno though.
Well, he does throw down the ulti just to get everybody low, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know. No, there's no relocate anyway. So I thought maybe with a charge relocate, jumping onto all these poison targets would be really nice, but yeah, I don't really see the point in using your ulti there.
They're like, yeah, okay, we looked at, we got to get them out. Okay, what they wanted to do before. They get the kill this time.
Meanwhile, Gambit pushing through this bottom lane. They want to take this tier 2 tower at least. They know the push is going on, but there's nothing they can do about it. Well, maybe they don't know what's going on. It doesn't matter either way. They just want the tower. They're like, oh, Winstrike, you can do whatever you want.
Like, if you look at Gambit's vision on the map at the moment, the water's so deep.
God, they barely do anything to it.
It's all about getting the... That's what their lineup does best. They have to break the deep here with initiative. Having these 5 on 5 engagement, they can do them, but a little bit harder, especially 5 in that.
And Non-Grata, I mean, despite how farmed that Silent and Iceberg have been, I feel like Non-Grata has kind of been the focal point of the Winstrike draft. You know, this Tiny has been getting so much work done for them. It's a really nice hero to have against the Wisp as well, because it means that your 4 position can solo the enemy 4 position in a matter of seconds. Oh, sorry, this Tiny's a 3, yeah. My bad. Yeah, just this 4 position Tiny with Boots of Travel, Echo Saber, and Blink Dagger. Yeah, trust me, guys.
Like, they've got this Aegis now, but what do they do with it? What's their next? They're going to be looking to play this half of the map. Feels like the towers at the bottom of the map, although it gives gold. Nice, they don't really open up. Try and take the rest of the outer towers with
Yeah, and I feel like there's a big difference between the way Winstrike have played this Drow and OG played the Drow yesterday, because OG, they stacked the Ancients, and that was really kind of like they built this whole game around Drow's ability to farm Ancients quickly in the early game now, and got her this huge gold advantage. I feel like they could have done the same thing on Winstrike, but they're just a different team. They play much more aggressively. They wanted to get the kills and go for the fights instead, which, you know, it's one way of playing it, but I feel like you haven't used Drow's strength fully in this game.
It feels like Winstrike are trying to force fights though. Gambit are doing a really good job of avoiding them and
Dire's structures are fortified.
knowing where they are, playing the opposite side of the map at the same time, because they know they can't reach the final time
Dire's
engagement.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
He's
tower
blowing up
has
wisp
fallen.
out of every fight.
Yeah, it's not ideal for the Iocopter combo for the Io part of it to be dead. Sanjin Yasha now out on him, going for the BKB next. Fairly classic build. It's either the drums or the Sanjin Yasha.
Yep. Oh, gets the
Radiant's top
career
tower
as well, so
is
that's
under
gonna put him
attack.
ever closer to that
Dire's
15.
bottom tower
The
has
axe up
fallen.
direct. They actually dropped those circles on the tier 2 in the bot lane. High ground.
And they actually smoke up. They're all TPing up to top. They want to get Gambit here. Gambit, though, they realize very quickly that they do not want to stick around. They're even blinking out, throwing everything. The creep's going to give them some vision, but there's no catch available. There's something, but it was a lot of TPs, and they didn't really get anything for it. Really nice from Gambit there to read the map and get away from Winstrike. And already this is feeling like such a much higher kind of skill game than we've been seeing previously today.
Trying though. Saw this TP. Back off. And if you saw in the bot lane as well, by the way, this servant was just denying themselves.
Super annoying. Meanwhile, they might come into contact with one another. Always want to fly coming forwards here. They will see them with the Plague Ward on the high ground. Gambit.
High ground.
And always want to fly. I mean, this is the problem with Brewmaster, right? Like this 4-position brew, 5-position brew even. You just sit him on the front lines, and okay, yeah, the enemy team can kill him if they jump on him and stun him up and keep him stun locked. Oh.
Ready.
Yeah, that's not good for Jay. He didn't want to use it like this.
He doesn't have a TP, by the way. I don't think they realise.
No.
Dire's middle tower
They didn't.
is under attack.
And he's going to actually group up with his team, go and buy his TP scroll from the side shop and group up with his team.
Dire's
Meanwhile,
middle
Winstrike
tower
just
has fallen.
cannonballing down this middle lane now. They've got an 8k gold advantage and they're ready to rock.
Dire's middle tower is under
Swap
attack.
an item out, put TP's control, and
Radiant's
he's
top
got
tower
change still.
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They have the Aegis.
Yeah, why not? Winstrike.
Radiant's top tower is under
that
attack.
tower's
Middle
gone.
All right, Gambit. Where are your defenses, guys? Where's the plan? Here we go. Jumping in Winstrike on the side and catches him out mid-charge, and he's just taken care of. Goodbye, King R. Winstrike pick him off very quickly there. I mean, the initiation, it was a nice idea to bring down Iceberg there, but didn't quite happen, and it still would have only been an Aegis, so Winstrike would have been more than happy with that, even if Iceberg did die, and he didn't even lose it. Although it is about to run out, 18 seconds. Yeah, but Iceberg needs to be careful coming into this fight with Aegis, not much health, but no, Grada does go down. Fire's going to drop as well. Yeah, Winstrike being very, very cautious with this one.
Iceberg had to be super careful. His Aegis is about to run out for 1 second, so he'd have taken a bad fight there. And 40 million of fight Aegis.
Oh, just want to fly, held still. He's going to get the split off. He will do that at least, and not sure if there's going to be any follow-up from the side of Winstrike, though. They're cautious. They've just lost 2 heroes. Yeah, they've seen Iceberg, but nice Hex out from Yamich. They'll hold him still as well. Iceberg getting the beat down, the buyback from Banskor as well. The Io's coming back into this fight to help out, and SS being ripped apart. Iceberg is dead. Always want to fly now. Back to Panda form, being chased down by the Iocopter. They're running on top of him here. They've got the rockets. They're throwing that into the air with the Yule Scepter, and now they surround him, and the Dragontail comes out. Always want to fly is dead. Gambit take a huge win to turn this game in their favor.
And the best thing is they took this fight right up against tier 2. DK has ult in 20 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower
go for
is
more.
under attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Push down this middle lane. You know, it's got this Venomancer. Not the same pushing powerhouse he was a few patches ago, but still pretty damn good. And double damage on the Gyrocopter. Every single game, there's always these huge DDs coming out at some stage. And right now, the fortune is favoring the Gambit.
I mean, in the mid lane, though, when they put the Serpent was down, they did get the range. So Winstrike got something, but the Ranger Axe isn't ready. AC queued up. I quite like the presence of Dark Lord in the SF. There is a lot of physical damage coming from Growl. It's all about making your gyro that big scary as you can.
And let's talk vision for a minute. I mean, on the Dire side, they've really going hard on these wards in the jungle. I think there was one on the other side which just timed out, but they've got 2 deep into this bottom jungle on the Radiant side of the map, and that's just to catch Silent or the Shadow Fiend out whilst they're farming. You know, this charge, TP in. Winstrike, meanwhile, I mean, I think they've only got the 1 ward down right now, yep, and that's going to be right outside the Dire base, so pretty limited on the vision right now. I'm wondering if the Shadow Shaman's holding on to any or not.
It's all about when you play these aggressive heroes like Spirit Breaker, it's all about getting that deep vision down, a bit deeper than normal, so that you
Radiant
off
are
guard
scanning.
with the charge, with the mirroring.
Yep. The old, there should really be a name for this in the Dota world, because we see it so often. It's kind of like a yin and yang, you know, how they kind of circle around each other. I don't know.
Top tower
Pretty
is
weak.
under attack.
Someone will come up with something smarter, I'm sure.
Radiant's
I don't know,
bottom
he's got a lot of
tower
physical damage on his team. You
Dire's
might
top
consider
tower
amping up the magic a little bit. They're actually charging onto Iceberg. Gambit, they're going to relocate for this one, I think. Or the Spirit Breaker.
top shrine.
No, he backs out. Yamit, she seems to know. He blinks forwards, get the Hex, but no initiation. Still very worried that there's a team right behind him.
Pretty scared. I think they were hoping that Winstrike would kind of
Radiant's
keep people
bottom
away one by
tower
one.
is under
And then
attack.
if they saw the SF keeping away, for example, they wouldn't be scared to finish the charge. Usually they get going. Smoke up on the Dire now, this side.
Blink. I really don't like what Yamich did just there. Actually blinked onto the high ground. I was going to put his blink on cooldown for 10 seconds. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those small things, but it's definitely one of those things where you just want your Shadow Shaman to always have that blink hex available. It's so important.
I understand, but at the same time, you just want to be using that smoke. They know they're not.
This game is such a Mexican standoff as both teams kind of playing the map together. They know this team fight is brewing. Roshan is also up now as well, so everything to play for right now. This next fight is going to be a big one.
Both teams really want this high ground advantage to start the fight. Both of them.
Winstrike, they're straight into the Roche pit, but Gambit not far away. King Arm might well scout this out. Gambit, they're all on the high ground, ready to respond to this, but yeah, what's happening? Where did Roche go? He got a Drown, he got an SF, and now they're turning around. They want to go for this. Iceberg with a haste brew just runs forwards, and in comes the avalanche. They get King R, hold him still, toss forward onto Iceberg with the right click. He brings him down, and now Afterlife taken care of as well. No Venomancer, way too slow from Gambit there. They lose out on Roshan, and now they'll take 2 heroes as a penalty on top of losing that Aegis and the precious cheese.
Someone else has just had buyback, but I really don't want to be doing that. You probably just wait for the Serpent Ward to come back up again. And Winstrike are probably going to force the buyback, but they actually wanted to try and push him. Well, actually, there's a DD.
Oh
Okay,
my
never
god.
mind.
Alright, well, you know,
barracks are under
Gambit gets one. Now Winstrike get one. This guy hitting for a ridiculous amount of damage. Hello, they jump in immediately, jumping onto the side. It needs to get this cheese off, and now Cal can turn this run around. But there's still a lot of heroes barreling down on towards him. They're surrounding him. Gambit completely controlling this fight now as they surround Silent, and they will bring him down. Now will they look for more? Always want to fly, just retreat to the high ground. Winstrike decidedly do not want to fight this. I'm pretty surprised considering they have the double damage, but they got the buyback on Afterlife, and that's all they wanted from this. Always want to fly though. Might not be so lucky to get out of this one as the homing missile does connect. Yamich taken down as well. Always want to fly. Hack and Vanskul come forward after taking that Shadow Shaman, and now get another one as well. Winstrike, they lose 3 big heroes in that engagement, and Gambit with another victory. It's feeling difficult for Winstrike to actually find the fights they want right now. Are they being too choosy though? I mean, could they not really go into that fight?
I mean, it's so hard to push high ground though. Like, if the SF has the Aegis and the Drown has the cheat, let the SF go up to the high ground by himself and just that gang. Come back alive again.
Yeah.
More Iceberg.
So the TP will be successful. There's no cancel yet on Vanskul onto Hack, and I don't think there ever will be, to be honest. Neither of these heroes ever going to buy.
You have to be so wary of this DK just jumping on when the buyback comes out at the same time, which is exactly what they did. And they get punished for their greed on Winstrike. how you want to be
Are scanning.
the high ground.
Certainly isn't. Well, messy fights from Winstrike right now. It's giving Gambit a bit of a look in this game. I mean, they always had this gyrocopter farming up. He's always been more or less at the top of this net worth, or at least very high. So to hack, carrying the hopes and dreams of Gambit with him. 3 heroes separate him and his DK, who's the next highest farmed on his team. So definitely all on one right now, but Van score.
Compared to Winstrike though, they've played 3 series today, and I think that's the first big mistakes they've really made.
Yep.
Not necessarily massive mistakes. They still forced the Velo buyback. They've been playing, pretty well so far today. Do that consistently.
We're only human. Non-Grada tipping down to bottom. Doesn't want to immediately start hitting these creeps because he's very suspicious, and he's actually going to get charged up here. And there might be a relocate on his head. Yeah, Non-Grada not reacting to this, and in comes the TP. Can they finish him off in time? Where is the TP from his team? No one's coming to help this, though. But he turns it around, immediately brings down King R. So, well, that is the Spirit Breaker not really respecting the Tiny's damage, but it's still trading a 4 for a 3. Actually, a 5 for a 3. The Spirit Breaker is in 5 position. It's very confusing.
I don't know, that's not too bad for Tiny though. They committed a lot to that. The relocate, so it'll be up for the next while. But yeah, definitely a good kill.
He still gets a kill. He still gets a kill out of it as well. So yeah, Winstrike not going to be crying salty tears over that certain
I
death.
was say by the way, Afro Ninja is actually foregone buyback here. Off this deep.
Could be huge. He blinks onto the high ground, but this is going to actually scare away Winstrike. They don't want anything to do with this. Winstrike playing very cautiously, and this is interesting. I mean, we're used to seeing Winstrike get over aggressive, hit their momentum too hard and go hard, but this isn't really what Winstrike are doing this game. They're playing very cautiously.
Yeah, they understand that it's super hard to kill.
Of course.
Look at their burst. Like, how do they kill it? Like, Drow attack fast, yeah, that's fine, but it's got the mail shield. Don't have the ACM time, they just don't really have the burst to be able to bring him down before he pops that. And even then, if you do, you must have committed so much to kill. Drow is going to be... out and hurrying out.
Smoke up Gambit. Looking for something as FNJ leads the charge with the DK. Running down. There's, oh, Silent. It's a big hero here, and they jump in immediately. Dragon Tail up, now changing that Dragon Form. Now there's the follow-up, though. Non-Grada immediately comes in with the Avalanche, and that does mean FNJ can pick up the BKB. Meanwhile, Iceberg in the middle of everybody. This gets annihilated. Yamit's going down as well. Non-Grata, he's hunted, and oh my god, Gambit. Yikes.
What?
That is not good. Yeah, again, the hack. Jeez.
What a good smoke by Gambit though. The Spirit Breaker even got onto the back line as well.
That was ridiculous. I mean, barely had time to react to that fight as Winstrike just immediately disappeared under the double damage gyrocopter, just coming in and annihilating everybody. This butterfly pickup on him doing insane amounts of damage as always on a fly. Chase back to the tier 4s. The Black Cannon doing so much to zone him out. They want... Oh, yeah, I was about to say they want the silent buyback because they're not going to get it because he doesn't have it.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to take these fights and don't blow up the Wisp first. So no matter what way you want to go on it, you're going to have at least a good chance to buy it. Not bursting with time because of not bringing down with right click. Those scepter. Got to be here with test Wisp there. Do that now.
Well, Winstrike falling onto the back foot, and if we look at this net worth, it is a nosedive in Gambit's favor. Up and up and up, and then just shooting straight down towards Gambit. Winstrike, they need to get some ideas how to turn this game back around.
I just hope Winstrike don't get too desperate here with how they want to play the game. Careful so far. I feel like third motion is a good option for them. Get this repression guard onto the shaman. Have the double ward available going to the high ground.
Radiant are scanning.
Got their buyback. This is amazing.
You know, Iceberg, he can do a ton of damage if he's in the right situation. Actually, they go forwards here onto King R, trying to bring down the Spirit Break, but it goes up and then immediately from that ulti, they pull down on everybody. The flat cannon is doing so much work. Yamish is taken care of. Silent and Iceberg on the run. They can't turn around onto the hack here. The BKB runs off, but what does it matter? Silent, he's just surrounded and killed by the hack. The unstoppable IO. There's nothing to hurt him anymore in this game, it feels like. As no Grada also gets picked up. Oh dearie me, and look at this conga line down the middle lane. FNJ, Dahak and Fanscore on the warpath. They want buybacks and they've already been used.